Wow, so many reasons why you won't be a world champion. Sounds overtly negative. And you guys know this channel is super positive. I'm not here to put you down, but sometimes the truth hurts. Wait, I can't leave you guys through the intro thinking, oh my gosh, Gabriel's gotten so negative. No, what we're gonna be focusing on is all the things you want to avoid, and if you continue to do them, yes, they're gonna stop you from being a champion, but you're gonna take notes and we're gonna correct them today. Now that we're being positive, let's roll the intro. Okay, today I'm giving you 5 simple things that will stop you from becoming a champion, but good news, they're easily corrected. And my episode creation process was pretty much the same for this one as always. I thought of a topic, I went, why are a lot of people not going to become champions? I wrote down some of the things that I had success with, and then that gives me a list of 5 things where I succeeded or managed to overcome things where many other people have failed, at least as I've watched people throughout the years at the gyms or in fight promotions. I've seen where they stumble. So let's start off and let's go to point number 1. And that is very simple. People have other things they'd rather be doing than training. Case in point, my Friday nights about 15 years ago, I want to say. What do most people when they're in their early 20s do on Friday night? They want to go and hang out with their buddies. They want to be at the bar, meeting girls, going to the clubs. I don't know, whatever they're doing. What I wanted to do was I wanted to be training. Now, I was very fortunate in the fact that on Friday nights, I had a little group of dudes where we'd meet, we'd train from 7 to 9. Then we'd head over to the grocery store, we'd pick up some juice, and then we'd go back to one of the guys' places and we'd watch fights. And that was Friday night, and there was nothing else I wanted to be doing. But still, sometimes on Saturday nights, if I didn't have any training partners and my body was feeling good enough to keep going, I would go to the gym by myself, maybe from like 6 to 7, and I would hit the bag for 1 hour just because there's nothing else I'd rather be doing. Then after, yeah, I'd go and meet up with some friends. But if you have other things you'd rather be doing than training, basically meaning that you're not going to prioritize your training, chances are you're not going to be a world champion, because this is what you will be when you don't push yourself as hard as you can. If you take that extra time and you push yourself, your skill level is going to jump and you want to be the best version of yourself. People who put in that extra time are going to be the ones who become champions. People who don't take the extra time, more likely than not, they're going to hit a little roadblock, they're going to stumble, they're going to go, oh, this is hard and I could easily be doing this other thing which is more fun, so I'm going to go do that instead. And guess what? No belts for them. The next thing, which will be a stumbling point for you if you want to get that strap, is you can't imagine yourself as a champion. And even recently, where I've been doing Zoom privates with people online, I've had a lot of people who struggle with the mentality that, yes, I can do this. I can win my next fight, and I can win the fight after that, and the fight after that, and then I'll be champion. I can hear them struggle as we talk about it, and that right there is going to hold you back. You must believe in your skills, and you must believe that at some point you're going to get the opportunity to fight for that belt and that you will win it. This is all that positive mindset. I'm not saying don't be cautious and don't go, oh, it's going to be a hard, long road. Of course it is going to be. But you have to see, as they say, that light at the end of the tunnel. If you sell yourself short before you even have a chance to get there, then it's not going to happen. And I think it is as simple as that. But you can start switching that mindset around by envisioning yourself, maybe 5 minutes before you go to bed at night, imagining yourself getting your hand raised and the promoter putting that belt around your waist. It might be coming in 6 months, it might be coming in 6 years. It doesn't matter. You're starting to put that seed into your head that it is possible. The next stumbling point for many people is they quit when it gets hard. Now, there's a couple different ways we can look at this. Number one, yes, training gets hard. It does all the time. And many people go, oh, this training is too difficult, I'm not going to bother. But it might not even be as simple as that. For myself, I've always loved the training. I love the challenge of getting up and pushing my body, getting those endorphins running through everything. It feels great. I like the challenge. But as many times where I could have quit when things got challenging because fights fell through or promotions crumbled. When I was in K1, the promotion crumbled. I got the opportunity of a lifetime, defeated Lerdsila, was told win one more fight, you're gonna fight for the K1 title. I was like, yes, my dream is finally here. I'm gonna get a real belt from a real promotion, and it gets yanked away. And it would have been so easy in that moment to just go, you know what? I don't have this in me anymore, and I'm gonna stop, and I'm gonna go a different path now because my dreams have been ripped away. No, you have to not give up when it gets difficult. You cannot quit. Your body starts to die on you. I've had times where I had to take 6 months off because of injuries. I've had times where I couldn't do anything workout-wise because my neck hurt, my back hurt, my knees were hurt. All I could do was go to one of those recumbent bikes, you know, where you pedal with your feet, but it was arm pedaling. I'd just be sitting there doing this for about an hour, just holding those little stupid handles and just pumping those arms. And there's so many reasons that you're gonna want to stop, or life is gonna throw you some curveballs and you're gonna be like, it would be so much easier to quit right now. Don't let that happen. Another reason why many people will struggle with becoming a world champion is because they are happy and content to only fight locally. Yes, you might pick up a local championship, but really those are not real titles. If you want real titles, ones that are recognized throughout the world, or at least throughout your country, and are gonna get you a little bit of notoriety, you have to step outside your little bubble. And to do that, it's scary. Because when you fight at home, you're like, oh, this is cool. Lots of people in town know my name. I'm a little local hero. Guess what? I'm not really that well known in town. You know, things have improved now that I have the YouTube channel for sure, but there have been people in town whose names were much more well known than mine back in the day because they were fighting here 3 or 4 times a year, and people were like, oh, that guy's awesome. But they never went anywhere in terms of global. If you want to get a championship that's real, you have to stop going, okay, I'm fine in my little local bubble, and I need to get to those promotions that are outside my city, outside my state or province, outside my country. Yes, this is hard to do, and it takes a lot of work to actually get a promoter who will sign you, but it's really worth it in the end, because if you want to be the champion that you deserve to be, you have to make that jump from small to big. And the last reason that I have that many people will not become champions, but you can flip this around, they let the negative words of others affect them too much in a way that drags them down. Some people can take negative and turn it into fire. They turn it into a positive. They go, all these people telling me that I can't do it, I'm gonna prove them wrong, and it pushes them up. Many other people though, they hear those negative words and it drags them down, and they're like, oh, yeah, they're right. I can't do it. I was the opposite. I had people tell me that you can't do it. I had many people who said I could, of course, but when I heard those people saying, no, you can't do it, I just went, I'm gonna prove them wrong. And that's what you want. You want to have that mindset that I will take all the positive support and I will laugh at the people who say I can't do it. And when you can do that, you have that champion mentality that you are going to do this no matter what, and negative words will not affect you. If anything, they'll spur you to do even better. These are the 5 things which I've noted in myself and noted in other champions which I've met or seen on TV, where I go, they have these attributes. They are a champion because they do this. And they don't let the things that we talked about today drag them down. The unfortunate part is many people don't have what it takes to step up and overcome these 5 things. But if you are one of those people, you can already tell yourself, yes, I'm on the right track to fulfill my dreams and become a champion in whatever sport you decide to be in. I know this is a little bit more of an intense conversation today because a lot of people are gonna go, oh, maybe like 1 or 2 of those things. Yeah, I'm guilty of them. But like I said, you can overcome these. It's just a matter of recognizing and then going, I'm gonna switch this around and make that change. This was a fun episode to make, even though it was intense. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope this helps some people out there become a champion in the future. If you enjoyed it, please give it a like. If you haven't already, join the channel, get subscribed. Train hard, guys. I want to see some champions on this channel in the future. People have already messaged me saying, Gabriel, you helped me win my last fight. And when I'm a champion, I'm going to give your channel credit. I can't wait until the moment that happens. But until then, guys, keep watching the episodes, keep training hard. I will see you back here soon for another video.